Alright, welcome to Solo TTRPG Adventures. This is a YouTube channel where I will be playing TTRPGs solo, as the name suggests, in order to explore this genre of game that we all pretty much enjoy. We were starting with a game called Ironsworn Starforged, which is a game actually specifically built for to have this purpose. Like it can be played with a group and it can be played with a keeper, but it is made to be solo, um, or at least as a possibility if you want to. And I learned about this game from Mark Humes, who is the DM over at the excellent actual play series um, High Rollers. I don't know. Forgot the name from there. Good show, very good DM. I highly recommend it. And they did a one shot of it a few weeks ago, and I decided to check it out. I this is where things get a little annoying. This is actually my third time attempting to make this, and I had a bunch of stuff written down for it up until this point, and then the recording failed on me. So I'm not going to start over. we're gonna we're gonna we're gonna go over what I already wrote down. Sorry, I was looking at my pencil, and we're going to go from there. Um, we'll be keeping track of things in this notebook right here. It's literally the only thing that I could find at this local store that worked well. So Starforge starts with a cataclysm. It is an event that took the people of this ancient galaxy. All my stuff for is on my phone, so I'll be reading it a lot, and forced them home out, and they traveled to this new galaxy called the Forge. This wild, untamed galaxy with many secrets to it. So our cataclysm is called the Sun Plague. It was an event where the stars were slowly going out, or actually not even slowly, rapidly going out one by one, due to a sudden decay of dark matter, in this case, which obviously was pretty dark bad. It was pretty bad. The Sun Plague is what caused the ancestors of the people that called the Forge home to have to leave. And but how did they leave, you might ask? They left through the Iron Gate, or probably gates, which are effectively stargates, like large gates floating in space that they used to travel from their home galaxy as it was dying and wound up in the Forge. Now, the idea here I have is that it not only was what brought them back to the Forge, but it was also what brought the ancestors of these ancestors to this galaxy in the first place, to the home world, because they had found a map leading to the gate on the moon of their home world, and that map led to the gate and allowed them to escape. So where did the map come from? Who built that and why? So maybe there's an ancient secret to the people in this world. And that's where we. So why were they here? Why? What happened? Yeah, that's something we could possibly explore. Um, Communities are fairly scattered throughout the galaxy as a result of just not a lot of survivors. Got ships through the gate, but like there's only so much they could do. Like a lot of people were lost in the sun plague, and just it's a bad situation for everyone. There's like maybe a few larger governments, but most of it's a wild west out there in space. So very, very Star Wars, very Mandalorian. There's a thing called Iron, which is the Iron Sworn. It's the vows that you take when you are going to undertake a quest. And in this case, it is on these ancient ships and remains of the ancient ships that are made out of black iron. But like the oldest ships, very rare. Like you're not gonna just find them. So it's mostly on relics and pieces. Laws, it's fair. Like depends on where you go. Few communities, few smaller countries, but there is bounty hunter guilds, and that is your primary. There's they pretty much like they're allowed to do what they will. Whatever that was. With it, through treaties, they have prison planets. That might be something that could come up, but we'll get to that. There's one large guild called the Forsworn. They're the largest of the bounty hunter guilds. Not to be messed with. You make a Star Wars joke with the Mandalorians, and you don't mess with the Forsworn. And the other guilds, in fact, pay fealty to them. Religion's fairly diverse. You can have any number of different religions to it, worshipping old gods of the old galaxy, to nature, to whatever crazy thing you wanna think about it. Magic, because magic does exist, but it's fairly limited to certain organizations and individuals called paragons, which make your own Jedi joke here. And it came from ancient psychic experiments, likely carried out using the strange energies of the forge itself. And likely it came from a faction that is long dead that attempted to make this work, but they are long gone. Alright, so now that we have that part done, we can actually continue where I left off. I apologize for skipping over that entire part of the creation process, but I spent 30 minutes on that, and I was not going to start it over again. So, our next step is communication and data. This should be interesting. So, let's see what we get. We're going to be rolling 2 dice. Yeah, these are the red dice. These 2 dice right here. To see what the result is. And this was done for the other ones as well. If you ever want to play this game, which I highly recommend. It's quite fun. Okay, 25. 25 is, ooh, this one might be a little too real. um, you know what? Yeah, I'll go with this one. Much was lost when we came to the forge. It is a dark age. The knowledge that remains is a commodity as valuable as the rarest resource. Information is collected, hoarded, and jealously guarded. Ships and outposts endure prolonged periods of isolation, and rumors or disinformation are used to gain advantage or undermine foes. Now, let's see here. Let's write this down. So here we go. We have a world where information is hoarded. So I'm going to actually incorporate part of the second one as well. That there are couriers when there is times to move information from place to place. That could imply that there could be factions using information, or there could be a number of other things. There also could be a faction that is attempting to preserve information. Let's go with that. And possibly even spread it out. A anti-disinformation campaign. Oh, that's a good one. What do we call them? Truth keepers. I apologize, I had to write this down. Yeah, we'll call them the Truth Keepers. They are... No. The Veritas, which means truth, I believe. Wait, does it mean truth? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Veritas. So the Veritas will be a faction that doesn't hoard it, that does hoard information, but also does its best to spread it out. With technology information lost, it gives a way to undermine groups that will try and keep people from using it, having access to said information. Maybe they don't even. Sorry, drop my pencil. Ooh, that's a good idea. I got an idea. Okay, so they don't just keep it on data cards and whatever. They keep it in here. Like the if you ever read Fahrenheit 451, there's or seen it, I suppose. There's a group in there called the Book People. They memorize books and they keep it all up in their heads. That way, they aren't caught with books with contraband. They become the books very in a way. It's a fascinating idea, and yeah, I'd say that's what the Veritas do. They memorize. They catalog that, at least information that it is can be seek to spread knowledge and yeah, this is a good idea for a faction. Fight. Disinformation. Make your own joke. I'm not gonna make that joke. Yeah, the Veritas are the information gatherers, and they do what their best to spread it and make sure it survives. They only keep file. They only keep their file. Keep it like on hard copy. That way it can't be hacked. It can be well protected. They only keep it on hard copy. That's like paper. And in their minds. Yeah, I know that technically writing it down, that technically contradicts the book people analogy, but it works. It works. I'm kind of a nerd. Okay, and also couriers move again. Very Wild West. It's like the Pony Express. Information. Okay, so that's our communication and data. What is next? Ooh, medicine. This should be interesting, especially in a world where information is kept so controlled. Let's see here. Let's see what we get. That is a 16. Okay, so wow, this Exodus was just screwing these people over. Our medical knowledge, technologies, and expertise was lost during the Exodus. Human healers are rare and ill-equipped. Untold numbers have succumbed to sickness, injury, and disease. Those who survive often bear the scars of a hard and dangerous life in the forge. Okay, so this is an interesting one. It would imply that a lot of it has to be regained. Like this also ties perfectly into our communication and data option, because you lost, like if it was lost, like I mean, so if we have few healers, fun. So medical knowledge has to be rediscovered. Most likely, this is because of this star plague. Like they could only get so much preserved, and most likely a lot of the emphasis was on saving lives. Of course, that did not exactly go the best, as we discussed. All right, so we have medicine. Oh boy. This is a fun one. In my home game, artificial intelligence, it doesn't exist, and yeah, that's what's next. Artificial intelligence. I did a whole thing with AI, with a replacement for AI. Let's see if I have to do it again, because I wish I could get that clip of that. I mean, yeah, like this is. I'm just gonna say it. AI sucks. I know, not a hot take, but like this is not AI. Like this isn't generative AI. This is AI. Like, I'm rambling. I apologize. Okay, let's roll. 49. Wait, is that 9? That's a 46. Okay. Okay, so good. So AI exists in this world, by the looks of it. The vestiges of advanced machine intelligence are covered. No. That's We already did this with knowledge. Let's do something different. I'm going to use uh, Fiat Gamers Fiat, and I'm going to pick the third option because I don't because like this is a little too. Oh boy. So here's what it says. Artificial consciousness emerged in the time before the Exodus, and sentient machines live with us here in the Forge. Our ships, digital assistants, bots, and other systems often house advanced AI. For a lone traveler, machine intelligence can provide companionship within the perilous depths of the Forge. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. Let's write it down. So, because a lot of things were lost, as we discussed, these are relics. These are. No, wait, I got it. I got an idea. These are as this wasn't. This was one like a few ships during the Exodus. What happened was they lost their crews. They like people like something happened, and the machines and the robots had took over. They and along with the ship's computer, and they became conscious. They became the first intelligent AI, not like what we have today, like actual true conscious AI, and they became some of the first settlers as well. They helped, like they are relics, yes, but they are as much descendants of these first settlers as the humans are, because human-centric galaxy. And like if they're intelligent, if they're capable of thought and emotion, like that raises so many questions about, oh, that's so good. Yes, I can work with this. Yes. I know I went through the whole thing, and I'm like, yes. Because like the this is uh, uh, mm, yes. So we get through this idea of so I'm gonna write this down. This is um, ships who lost crews in the Exodus. Is taken, and rights of of these machines of robots and everything um, um, by robots. They were they will vary from place to place. This could be an interesting idea. I'm gonna have to play with this. I'm gonna have to play around with this. This is gonna be fun. Um, so yeah, I'm not doing what I'm. I'm going literally to the other extreme. Are settlers, settlers, and they will build each themselves. Obviously, like they are as sapient as we are in in this. That way, so they are able to escape. So it's so that's how the contradiction. See, there's the contradiction of a lot of technology was lost. So how do we do robots and AI? Make them as smart, make them like us, make them human, not human. uh, make them, give them a bit of humanity. Find the ghost in the machine. They reach the singularity, but like AI, like an AI at that level doesn't have to be evil. Like, it doesn't have to be a murderer like Hal or like if you get this reference, like Sorceress. If anyone gets that reference, I will be very impressed. Okay, so we have artificial intelligence. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. All right. So, where did I put my pencil? There it is. Sorry, I had to put it down between takes. So next up we have war. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Had to get the reference out of the way. So this will be interesting, and it will very much depend on what we roll. So this could, depending on what we roll, this could be a major part of it or a minor part of it. So let us see what we get. Ooh, 25. That is... Alright, yeah. This actually makes perfect sense in a weird way. Given what we've created so far. Here in the Forge, resources are too precious to support organized fighting forces or advanced weaponry. Weapons are simple and cheap. Starships are often cobbled together from salvage. Most communities rely on ragtag bands of poorly equipped conscripts or volunteers to defend their holdings, and raiders patrol the Forge in search of easy prey. That is prowl, not patrol. That makes no sense. Anyway, so that's where we stand. Like, that actually makes a lot of sense given everything we've created. Like, I'm gonna amend that. When there are larger settlements and planetary governments, which there will be a few, or we're probably not gonna start in one, and intergalactic governments, but there will be military there, but that's because they will be based around more resource heavy areas. Everything in the outer outskirts, everything beyond that, no. Which could be a mixed bag, but also could mean that war and invasions are actually less likely outside of these areas. So, I'm going to write limited. And rarely in the outskirts. They rarely happen in the outskirts. I apologize, I'm a slow writer. Rarely. Mostly over the more populated, because more populated planets will have more resources. And of course we can adjust this as we go. Like, this is like, so that's war in this place. More never changes. I had to make the other joke. Okay. Life forms. Interesting. Okay, so next is life forms. So I'm going to write so. So life forms. This won't be intelligent life. This will be more like animal life. There will have been intelligent life. We will get to that in the next section, but it'll be mostly remains, like relics, ruins. That is going to be fun for the next section. So what do we got for life forms? 84. Ooh. Speaking of the devil. I was just talking about this. This could be okay. Okay, I can make this work. Life in the Forge was seeded and engineered by the Essentia, ancient entities who enact their inscrutable will on the galaxy. The Essentia are the architects of life within the Forge. These omniscient beings are rarely encountered and have powers and purpose beyond our comprehension. Some worship them, others resist or rebel against them. But trying to defy the will of the Essentia is like standing at the shore of an ocean to thwart the tide. They are inevitable. Hoo boy! Okay, let's unpack that. Let's go back to something I discussed earlier. Let's go back to the iron gates, the stargates that our ancestors came from. So, if they went to this other galaxy, we came from this other galaxy. In fact, actually, more than likely, this would imply that there was once intelligent life throughout the Forge. So the question is, what happened to it? Maybe some of it came through that gate, trying to escape the Essentia. I'm gonna take some liberties with this. So, first of all, let's put the Essentia in a. First of all, they seeded the galaxy. They seeded the galaxy, as I said. Once, I could say they're in hibernation. I'm gonna say they're in hibernation as opposed to being a force that is out and about in the galaxy, possibly on a planet, maybe in the void, as opposed to, wandering the galaxy. I feel like that's a much more interesting idea. Putting them in the that is asking for trouble, especially, there could be relics. Relics there are relics referring to them. We'll get to that more in the next section. From dead civilization. Dead civilizations. Possible let's actually write down here. Possible connection to the original Life abundant. I wonder if you're talking about godlike beings. I'm gonna write one more thing down. Right here. Did they cause the Star Plague? Maybe. That's something to consider. Right there. That's something to consider. Okay, so that's life forms. It's fairly. Life's going to be abundant. It's going to be. So next up is precursors. So we just discussed the essentia. So what did they create? What life was seeded throughout the galaxy? That is a very good question. So let's discuss that. 98. Okay, what is a 98? I have to read this. Give me a second. The biomechanical life forms we call the remnants engineered by civilization. Civilizations as weapons. And a cataclysmic war survived the deaths of their creators. So we have ancient civilizations. They left behind relics, machines, great machines. Perhaps even some of these are also the artificial intelligences. On scarred planets and within precursor vaults throughout the Forge, the remnants still guard ancient secrets and fight unending wars. Yeah. I can work with this. So we have ancient fragments of civilizations still out there in vaults. Ancient technology that I apologize if I'm repeating myself a lot. So this can work. This idea of ancient civilizations, of relics. We're already playing into that a little bit, but if these remnants are out there, and they were created as a result, created and still remain. So they guard the vaults, and they wage war. That could be something to come up in age or Cecil's. That's something that could be why some of these planets are avoided. It might even be why some planets were not inhabitable by these new arrivals. That's a good one. Okay, we have one last section in the truths. horrors? What terrors rest in the void between stars? That, my friend, is a very good question. Perhaps I'm probably not going to go with the first one, since that they don't exist. The second and third one. See what secret space know. 29. That is the first one, and like I said, I do not want to go with that one, so let's roll and drop to die. Whoops. 9 and 49. Okay. Space. Most insane. No. Most insist horrors aren't real. Spacers know the truth. When you travel the depths of the forge, be wary. Some say we are cursed by those that did not survive the cataclysm, and the veil between life and death is forever weakened. Supernatural occurrences and entities are especially common near a white dwarf star. These stellar objects, spacers call ghost lights, are the decaying remnants of a dead star. Now that is a horror. Perhaps the sun plague was more than just natural phenomenon after all. That's something that we're gonna have some fun with. But we have some more work to do first. Alright, well, that's our that's our galaxy, our forge, if you will. So what's next? Good question. So we have created the truths of our galaxy, of what is the nature of things going on. So we have created our truth. Sorry, I'm spacing out right now. Next up is our character. Our character, who will have a ship, for the record. We have a ship. Ships are cool. So, unfortunately, I am stuck doing a lot of this on my phone and with literal pen and paper. I do not have a physical copy of the character sheet. I might talk to my boss about letting me do that, but for now, I'm going to write everything out on this notebook. So we're going to start. So we start with assets. Where the heck is it? Okay. Okay, so we start with paths. We start with paths. This is going to be interesting. Okay, let's roll some paths. So we choose 2 paths specifically. We roll and then we get our asset cards for that. 27. Okay. 27 is. Ooh. Ooh. That's an interesting question. Okay, 27 is a hacker. You know, I think I can make that work. I think I can make that work. Especially. Ooh, maybe. Yes. 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 With what we decided about communication data and Veritas, they could be a hacker. That's a good idea. Okay. And so that is infiltrator and tech. Uh, so I'm going to write these down. Give me 1 second. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Okay. I have to pull this up. I am so sorry about this. So I need infiltrator and tech. I have to find this. This is very annoying. I wish I had the physical cards. So anyway, that's. I'm gonna take a photo of these, and okay, that's the best I can do. I am not going to. I will. I can. I can. Okay, so this means. Hang on, infiltrator. I should have actually read this out loud. I'm sorry. Means when I make a move to break into a secure site, infiltrate a protected area, or hack or manipulate a secure system, I can add a +1 and take a +1 momentum on a hit. That we'll get to that when we actually start playing the game. On a strong hit with a match, access is easier than expected. Take another +1 momentum. Very useful. That'll be very useful. Okay. And anyway, tech. When you make a move to configure, optimize, hack, or disrupt an electronic system, add +1. On a weak hit, you can choose to press your luck. If you do, re-roll all dice and add a +2 instead of +1. That's interesting. That's very interesting. There's more stuff. Um, so I'm writing this down. That's going to be very interesting. Basically, that means I'm very good at getting into places. uh, and getting out. So, I think I know what character. I think I know where to put my stats, because that's how it works. You put your stats in different things. Okay, so backstory. Okay, so let's do a backstory prompt. 26. That is. You are running from a criminal past. Ooh. Okay. Okay. That could be a number of things, especially if. So I'm a hacker, so that's easily done. That's easily done, really. So I'm running from a criminal past. Means I probably did something bad. Maybe I did something particularly egregious in one of the more civilized sectors. Stole some data from did something, untowards like that, but, they would not like that. People, they're not like that. But, and everybody goes back to the Veritas. Let's write that down. I'm going to say initiate in the Veritas. That would give me an easy way to start. Let me get to some things. Definitely makes sense. I think I can make that work. Okay. So a vow. So as I said before, the iron vows are this idea of it's your quest. There's a background vow, which is what drives your character. What do they want to do? Okay, let's do something. Let's do something interesting. I vowed to. How about I did a vow to try and bring some great truth to the galaxy. But what truth? What truth? Truth's so tricky, aren't they? Hang on, let me start to write this down. I vow to what would be big enough and the Veritas would want to spread, but no one else would want, no one else would, what people in power want. An ancient truth. I vow to discover the truth of our ancient past. Something in the forge, something that they are keeping hidden. Maybe they don't even know themselves. Truth above all other truths. Yeah, I can work with that. Okay, I get a starship. Starship. Let's ship. Erebus. As I was, among other things, it was darkness, chaos. It's from Greek mythology. It was also the name of one of John Franklin's ships when he disappeared attempting to chart the Northwest Passage. That's not honest. It's also the name of a mountain in Antarctica. So history. Let's see here. Should be interesting. Let's see what this set says. 23. Claim to spoils of war. I'm not a warrior. spoils of war. Maybe it's not maybe not literally. Maybe it took it as took it as a eyes in a heist. That makes more sense. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. 17. So 17 on Envision the Starship. I apologize. Gravity General. A fickle gravity generator. That's interesting. A generator. Okay, that's interesting. I already named it. HP. It's at 5. So it's. Okay, so I get one more asset. I'm gonna go with a companion. I'm gonna go with a companion. If this thing will open up. So a companion. So the thing about companion about this is that it's is that I don't have any way of drawing cards. Where the heck is the companion? Oh, here we go. Okay, so there is. I'm sorry about this. I'm trying to decide. Okay, let's go with. Sorry. Let's go with the utility bot. Utility bots. 5. Let's go with. Let's name it. Let's name it Cinder. That's a good name. Cinder. Alright, so that gives us most everything we need. Except for name. For some reason they put name like really late into character creation. I have to. I apologize. I'm sorry. So, envision envision your character. So look. So look is. Let's go Let's go tattoos and cybernetics. Very hacker. Act. Distant. important, secretive. Wear tech gear. We can go. I'll go into more. We can go into more detail on this later. So I'm gonna write a quick. Let's see here. I'm going to actually. I am going to actually use the oracle for this because I am bad with names. I have to find all these things. This thing is so annoying. Names. Characters, okay. Alright, so names. $88. that's okay. Alright, so that's Talia. That's good, right? Talia. It's the touchdown. That's a terrible call sign. I'm gonna go with Phantom. Then the last name E5. Gray. Talia Phantom Gray. Phantom being a call sign. Alright, okay, that's about it for character. I apologize for all of the pauses while I was making her. Yeah, it'll be she, her. Oh yes, gear. Environmental suit. Flashlight. Toolkit. Medkit. Probably not that one. But communicator. Hacking kit. So that's actually now everything for the character. Okay, so next we get something really fun. So, next up is the starting sector. That is the place in the galaxy that our story will start in. I know that's a little obvious, really. So, so here's how this works. Start. I'm gonna write down name so I make sure I have enough space for it. What the heck? Later. So our starting region. There are 4 regions. There's Terminus, which is the most populated region, and there is Outlands, which is the outer areas past the Terminus. Then there's the Expanse, And finally, the void. The void is basically the farther out you get from the center of the galaxy, the bright center of the universe, if you will. So the farther out, the farther you get from it, which, make your own joke about Tatooine here. But that's not where we're starting. So, um, I'm going to actually start. I know I said I probably wouldn't, but I'm going to start in the Terminus region for a good reason. I am a hacker, obviously. Talia is a hacker. So the closer you, the more populated areas, you get more of an issue with more powerful figures. Like, she has more targets to get information for the Veritas, especially if she's trying to prove herself to the Veritas, because she's still initiate. So that could be something interesting. Okay, so there will be four settlements in this sector, and this is where things start. So, this part's gonna take a while. Okay, settlement. When the high rollers did this, this took half the session to come up with all the details. So let's see here. So let's start with, okay, so what's a good name? Let's start with a name. Actually, wait, no, let's not start with a name. Let's start with location, because location will determine a lot about. Let's start with two things. Let's start with location, and with the location, because that'll determine. That is a 40. So it is planet side. That is good to know, because that might affect the name. Otherwise, we're gonna get a planet. Otherwise, we might get a Jovian planet with a settlement called Mud. That is not a joke. That was actually a thing in a game I watch. Okay. And also, actually, no. We're gonna get planets. I'm also gonna make a map. It probably won't be a very good map, but it'll be a map. So let's see here. Planets. Let's make us a planet as well. So first planet. It will be called. Where is this thing? This is embarrassing. I'm having a hard time finding the planet. Oh, it's because it's above. What am I thinking? Okay, so the first planet will be called. Will be a. Well, first of all, we need to actually roll. So we're going to see. The first planet will be a 37. That is, Ice World. Let's call it. Let's name it Borealis. This ice. We can come up with more details on the. So anyway, Borealis is our. Anyway, so I'll come up with more details on that as it becomes important. I apologize. I'm trying to find everything. Uh, Alright, so, okay, wait, I completely missed it. This is, I really wish I had a physical copy. Hey, hey, creators of Starforged, if you're listening, okay, can we work something? I'm, I'm kidding. Okay, so anyway, population. So we are in the terminus, meaning it will probably have a large population, but it is also a nice world, so I guess we'll find out. That is a 63. That is. That is thousands. Interesting. Thousands of people freezing their butts off in a nice world. I'm sure I'll figure something out. Okay. Okay, so this stuff is so first look. So first look. That is a holy crap. That is a 1. I've never rolled a 1 before. Ooh, beautiful architecture. Authority. Okay, so authority is gonna kind of determine what we're dealing with here, and could definitely, depending on how it goes, might determine if how Thalia might not Thalia, Talia. I've got high rollers on my brain. 87. That is. No, not in an ice world that far. No. I'm sorry, I'm going to be re-rolling. I might just write it. I might just try and pick it myself. Okay, 19 is. Ineffectual. I can work with that. And especially if that's sort of like maybe it's a bit of a haven for people like her. Okay, settlement projects. So what kind of projects would you have in a settlement on an ice planet? What did they build on Hoth? They did not build much on Hoth, by the way. That place, that's your chiss, I suppose. 20. Sorry if you just got shot my sister's dog. She's, okay, energy, that's not bad. I can work with that. G. So 2 prime. Sorry about the lack of continuity on this part. As someone drove past blasting music, I had to re-roll actually the second one because it was 98, and I'm not actually entirely sure what these are supposed to be, frankly. So this is now a 58, which is pacifism. No, not for what I'm leaning towards here. That would have gone if I stuck with the 47. That's medical. Interesting. Given the state of medicine as we've discussed, That's a little complicated, but could be one of the places where they are trying to rediscover medicine, where things are being developed. Maybe even in secret. Mm-hmm. A little bit of espionage medicine. Right of researcher. Okay, so I'll go. So settlement name. This is where things get fun. 64. That is going to be. Where is it? Portent. No. Portent. Nah. Portent. 60. No, that's an 8. That is an 8 on the dot. Astra. Okay. Alright, no, that's. I put that in the wrong spot. That's. Oops. That's why you pay attention. Okay, so the summit of Astra. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so it is a planet-side settlement on a frozen world. A little bit of drama there. That's gonna be fun. All right, let's actually work. Let's before we work at. I want some more details on Borealis. So Borealis. Borealis is our ice world. So we're gonna do this for every settlement that has every planet, every settlement that is tied to it is either orbiting or around a planet. So let's have a. So let's see, atmosphere. So our atmosphere, we have a few options. That is a 6. That's a freaking 6. Okay, toxic atmosphere. Toxic atmosphere on a nice world. Okay. Can work with that. We put put Borealis either underground or in a dome. Maybe that's why Borealis. That could be why Borealis is there. Maybe the toxins in the atmosphere also might be able to create better medicines when properly refined. That's a good. That's how you do it. Okay. Now. Let's. We can use this stuff for later. For a later thing. Because there's more to it, but we don't have to do this just yet. So our settlement is Astra. Okay, so what's our second settlement? Our second settlement 2 is going to be. Let's see what we got. I'll bet. So because we're in the terminus, there's 4 settlements. Each region of space has a different number of settlements. 92. Okay, that is deep space. Okay, location. Okay, so deep space is Usually a space station. Um, so no planet this time. Sorry. um, Here, while I'm at it, I'm going to use this other book, this sketchbook, to draw our planets. So we're going to start with Borealis. Borealis is going to be the outermost, one of the outermost planets, because it is a it is obviously a ice planet. You do not have an ice planet close to the to so anyway population. Let's do population. 17. Okay. A few. That's dozens. Interesting. Okay, we have a space station that has a few dozen people on it. That's interesting. Okay, that might imply something. Could be a research station. Could be. All right. First look is actually two things. Let me get a second one. 25. This is from Borealis. 25 is terrains built within terrain. So that's interesting. That actually fits with what we were talking about with the toxic atmosphere. It's built more into the terrain. All right, so first look. So first look for our space station. Yeah, let's make it it's a space station. It could also be a derelict ship, but I'm gonna go with a space station. Or maybe let's see what this first look says. 23. Wow. Built within an asteroid. Let's re-roll. This is the same as the last one. 83 this time. Temporary or seasonal location? That doesn't make sense. Sorry, I'm having to re-roll this a lot. 56. Obvious social stratification. Okay. Wait, there's only a few dozen people. No, that doesn't make sense. Sorry, I'm having to roll this a lot. Oh, dang it. Sorry, I'm having to re-roll this a lot. Okay, what is... let's see here. Okay, let's try this again. A 1. I already rolled that. Okay, this is a very slow process. This is trying to be a slow process. 92. Okay. That 92 is actually no, that's 91. Screw it. I'm going with this. Within or near a precursor vault. What if it's a station that was a vault? I can make that work. And that's why they're that's why they're there. They're trying to uncover its secrets. Yes! And 90, what the heck? 30, okay. That makes no sense. None of the, I apologize. I keep getting rolls that make no sense. 3. That's beautiful architecture again. Okay, that's a 100. That's 100. I'm no. I apologize. I'm going. This is the. I'm going to re-roll this again. 28. Elevated or multi-level construction. Okay, if it's okay, given if it's in a vault, that means it's older, which means yes. Okay. Finally. Okay, and it's authority. Authority. I'm going to say. I'm gonna say it's fair, but it's a small station. It's just it's more fair because it's just like it's probably just a bunch of scientists and their families. Projects. I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick this as opposed to. Okay, so archaeology. And research. This is a precursor vault. Ancient. In the middle, floating in the middle of space. So we need a name. Let's give it a good name. I swear, if it's something ridiculous, like I've got to, like I'll name it something. Oh, 98. That's Wellspring. Okay. All right. Settlement 2 is named Wellspring. Alright, that I can make that work. That's a good. This is a. Okay, so it's not in orbit of a station. It's not in orbit of a planet. So moving on. 3. It is Summon 3. Hopefully, will be in orbit. I mean, I still got one more after this. So 68. That's probably. Yep, orbital. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly write down. All right. Wellspring. Wait, no, that's too close to the. It's too close to the planet to Borealis. It'll get caught up in its orbit. Let's put it here. Okay. This is our map so far. And Borealis here and Wellspring here. As you see, I put it a little farther out. We'll need a star momentarily. Okay. So orbital. Oh wait. I need population. Okay, so this is a orbital station. This one might actually no. Let's make it a lunar station. I'm gonna put it around a Jovian world. 24. Okay, so I'm gonna make this one. I'm gonna make this one a 100. So this is gonna be around a Jovian world. Where did I? That's a gas giant. Let's name it. Let's name it. Let's name it. Horizon. Let's name it Horizon. Horizon, which is Jovian world. So we need first look. So like I said, this is going to be a lunar colony. This is going to be lunar as opposed to a station. Also on a moon. Alright, so okay, so first look, 79. Sprawling or dispersed? Okay, that can work. Okay, sprawling structures. 31. That is. Ooh, hidden or subsurface location. Yeah, I can work with that. Especially since maybe. Especially. So yeah, maybe it's hidden away for a reason, or maybe it's not that it's hidden away. Maybe it's a. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous about. Maybe the idea is that it's to protect it. Maybe from storms or something or just from general effects. You can make that work. All right. So next up will be the authority, of course. So this is a station. It's a lunar station. So let's see what we get. 76. That is a. I don't know why I said it like that. That is corrupt. Ooh, interesting. Okay, corrupt. So, it can be bought off, can be that's interesting. That's it. I can work with that. Not fully authoritarian, but maybe this is part of a faction. I can make that work. Projects. Maybe this isn't part of a fact. Maybe it's like a limited faction. Okay, projects. $85. That is surveillance. Interesting. Oh, I got an idea. What if this is? This is the Veritas facility. This is surveillance to keep an eye on things. Yes, or at least it has a major corrupt. They're not corrupt in the way. They're corrupt in that they can be convinced to look the other way for Veritas. I mean, they're still corrupt, but corrupt in a way that can benefit characters. Also could be corrupt in the way we can we might sell you out if the higher bidder comes around. But okay, so 62 is rating. No. Count. No. 98. That's another action plus. That's another one of those things I still haven't figured out what they mean. 86. Terror. I mean, nope, that's surveillance again. 87. That's terraforming. Okay. It's a lunar. That can work. Since it is a lunar colony as opposed to a space station, I can make that work. They might be trying to terraform the moon. Maybe that's why it's not. It's built in like that. Okay, so it's going to be a Jovian war. So it's in orbit of, what do I name it? Horizon. Horizon. It is. I apologize. I'm having to check my. So, atmosphere. Okay, so Jovian world says a gas giant. So I mean, even if it's breathable, it's only gonna be so breathable. 39. That is toxic. Yeah, no surprise there. Actually, no. I'm gonna make it corrosive instead. I'm gonna. I know I keep saying these things, and I wanted to do this by dice rolls, but I think that this would be more interesting. Settlement. I just realized I have not named it yet. That would probably be a good idea. That is. Give me a second. I'm trying to find the name. I'm trying to find this. Nope, that's too far. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so it's a lunar settlement on a Jovian world. That is an 87. That is. Spire. That doesn't really make sense for subsurface. 67 is. 67's purgatory. Nah. 49. That was 49, right? 49 is marrow. You know what? Okay. Marrow, bone marrow. It's underground. It's. Yeah, I can make that work. Okay, so settlement 4. Okay, so settlement 4. I'm going to use fiat, and I'm going to say it is planet side, because I want one more planet side. It's going, and it's going to have a large population. This is going to be a city. This is going to be like the most. This will be. That way, this will probably be where we start. This will probably be where we start. Okay, so planets. I'm not gonna make. I'm going to let the dice roll decide what kind of planet we're dealing with, but we'll call and then we'll decide the name. That's a 62. That is another Jovian world. That is not what I want. 55. That is also a Jovian world. What the heck? I already have a Jovian world. Dice gods. 28. Furnace world. City on a furnace world. Furnace world doesn't necessarily mean uninhabitable after all. You know, maybe a region that's inhabitable. Let's name it. Too bad I was already taken now. Let's name it. Let's name it. We can put it in the. Let's name it Dante. Let's name it Dante. After Dante Alighieri, of course. Because I am. Okay, so. Because I mean, we'll have one under a dome on an ice world, so, and a toxic atmosphere. So why not? Why not? They can survive. They can survive that. They can survive. Probably survive, especially if they find a place away from volcanic activity. So let's see here. First look. 67. Rustic architecture. And 88. Nope, that's a precursor vault. I already did that. 79. Sprawling, or nope, I already did that one too. 49. Moving or transforming? No. Wait, no, yes. Maybe it's a city. Maybe it's a city built to move. And that way, if a volcano becomes a threat, it can be moved easily. Yes. Yes. Okay, authority. Authority. Actually, no, I'm going to say oppressive. This is one of the areas where the powerful rule and hoard their knowledge. I can make that work. Okay. Okay, I believe that just leaves name. Wait, no, project. Projects. $98. That is that? Why do I keep getting these? It's 0 and 80. Subsistence. Oh, that's subsistence. Oh, okay. Make food and things. I can make that work, like especially on a volcanic planet. Maybe this is one of the 72. Secrecy. Yeah, hoarding and manipulating information and knowledge. Yeah, I can make that work. Okay, let's write a. Okay, so Dante is okay. Atmosphere. Let's see here. This is going to be interesting. So the atmosphere is probably not going to be particularly breathable, but there is a chance. Yeah, interesting note. Interesting note. Io, the moon of Jupiter that is very volcanic, has a thin atmosphere. 40, so yeah, toxic. Not one you could breathe. But it's from all because it's such a volcanic. It has created a thin atmosphere. Settlement. I still have to name it. Maybe I'll name this one Purgatory. That wasn't actually fit because Purgatory, because this is more hell. Settlement name 79 is Sanctity. Oh, that okay. Okay, so let me update the map real quick. We're gonna put this. We're gonna put horizon over here. Put marrow. This is the map as it stands, and I'm going to put Dante, and over and that'll be what did I name it? Sanctity. All right. We have our 4 settlements. This is a good start. I really wish I could edit this better. We have a good start here. That is not all of the starting sector. However, we do have a few more things. If I can find. Sorry, Okay, so next up will be. I should have. Okay, sorry. Stars. Okay. Next up will be stars. Alright. Okay, so stars. We start with we're going to go to the stellar objects oracles. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to roll a d4, and if it rolls a 1 or a 2, it'll be 1 star. If it'll be 3 or 4, it'll roll a d6. 1 through 3, 1 star. 4 through 6, 2 stars. Okay, we have 2 stars. Okay, so star 1. Star 1 will be a. Let's see how we get. Oh, a 94. 94 is a hypergiant. Hypergiant, interesting. Okay. So there will be a hypergiant. We'll name it Stellar. We'll name it Stellaris. Name it Stellaris. A 13. 13 is a smoldering red star. Let's name it. Let's name it Maximus. No. I got an idea. Let's not make it a hypergiant. I mean, that's a little much anyway. Let's make it a white dwarf. So you remember I said that they're seen as ghost stars, as ghost lights, supposedly almost supernatural. And also that people who aren't spacers dismiss that. That has some interesting potential because we know, you and me, we know it's real. So we might be able to play around with that. So let's have it be a white dwarf and a burning, a yellow star like our sun. Yellow star. I'm going to rename Stellaris. I'm going to name it. I'm going to name it Banshee. No, yes. I'm going to name it Banshee. Give it a ghostly name. Alright, so we have our 2 stars. So next up will be, that's about all we have to do for the moment. So, but it's a good start. It's a good start. Let's hope neither of them are about to explode. We'll get to that later. Okay. So I apologize. I'm still trying. I really need a physical copy of this book. Okay, so create a sector map. We already have this. Okay, so I apologize for my terrible handwriting. No, this will be what we're dealing with. Right here. So, next up is passages, and because we are a terminus, we have 3 passages. So there will be 3. These are these connect the I'm missing something from my map. I'm missing. I don't. No, wait. That's right. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not paying attention. Alright. So these are our passages. These are the best and safest way. Not the only way, but the safest way to get from place to place. I'm going to do the, okay, so zoom out of settlement. I'm going to do this when we get closer, when we get to the actual game. I already did the first look. Settlement trouble, I'm going to do that when we get to the game itself. Yeah, it keeps things interesting. Okay, so we're on our last step. Local connection. Alright, hang on, is this actually the last step? Okay, sorry. Second to last step. So, local connection. So, we don't have to worry about rolling for the connection. That comes standard. So, alright, so a role, so name, let's write down name, role, let's see here. So a good role for this character would be a connection in the Veritas. So let's say mentor. Let's say mentor. Mentor/superior. So yeah, that gives us something for the Veritas. That gives us someone, our point of contact. Rank, let's say. I think it's difficult. Let's see. I keep writing too far. I always have this problem. Okay, so first look. Goal. Character and revealed character aspect. Okay, so 1 to 2 times on first look. Alright, I've already got the... Okay. We can make the... That's a 78. So they are swaggering. Okay, so I got a bit of swagger going. Alright, so I got a bit of confidence, a bit of swagger. That's what that means, right? I actually don't know. 93. Wiry, so thin. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Character role, already gave them one. 29. 29. Let's keep a captor. No, that's not gonna work. I already had, like, their mentors, like, no. 62, that's 62. Restore a relation. A relationship. Maybe they have a child, like a daughter about Talia's age that they've lost touch with, and they're trying. They're trying to get back into touch with her, and like that's why, and like sees Talia as sort of a surrogate. It's a good idea. I can do that. Revealed character aspect. Alright. 93. Vengeful. Ooh. Vengeful. I can make that work. They've got it out for someone. Probably whoever. Like maybe whoever they've sent Dahlia after. Maybe they're like, screw this guy. I want you to get in there. I want you to mess him up. That's what, like, I hate this guy in particular. That's why I'm sending you after him. Yes, I can make that work. Five. Ambitious. Yep. Vengeful, ambitious. So they want to prove themselves. They want to become higher up in the Veritas. Yes! Yes! That's a good start. Yes. Okay, name. Let's give him a name. Alright, my return pages. Okay. So we need a first name, a last name, and a call sign, much like we did with Talia. What did I give Talia as her call sign? Phantom. Yeah, that was it. Phantom. Good name. 75. That's a... Quasira Amar. Quasaria. Yeah. What's the Shadow? It's Shadow. Kobayashi. Let's go with Quasaria Malik. Okay, so we have Quasaria Malik, our contact, who is our superior in the Veritas, who also our mentor, who is teaching us everything. She has a daughter who she doesn't talk with. Let's name her daughter. Let's roll on the. Let's roll the daughter's name. 32. Asana. Nah, no. It's a decent name, but 41. Isaac. She's like 67. May is a good name. Okay, so we have our points of contact. And I apologize. I'm checking everything. Okay. This is going to be interesting because I'm pretty sure next is the only thing left is the sector trouble. Oh, this is going to be fun. So let's sector trouble. '89. Sickness spreads among ships and settlements. A plague. We should make Astra even more important because it is a medical facility. Maybe Astra is on lockdown at the moment. To keep no. Let's not make it. I'm rewriting some of this. I got a new idea. A disease. So if we put Astra on lockdown, is spreading. That would mean that. So Astra's probably on lockdown, so that it doesn't get infected. So its population doesn't get infected. Makes sense. Alright. There's one thing left to do. We don't have a name for the sector yet. Why the heck do they have that be last? I guess to make sure you know what you want. Alright, so, okay, sector name. So, let's see here. 64 is Lumen and Pass. I'm going to keep that in mind. 31. Eben. Eben and Flow. Eben Flow. Oh my gosh! That's a pun. Let's name it. Let's name it the. No, that's no. That's 51. Infernal. The Infernal Maelstrom. No, that doesn't work. It doesn't have a Maelstrom. Infernal 70. Wait, no, 67. Infernal Pyre. Ooh, the Infernal Pyre sector. That is a very It's a little more edgy than I thought it would be. Alright. So, we have our character, we have our starting sector, we have our galaxy. What now? Well, now that's all we can do. That's our session 0, our creation session. There's not much we can do, at least not for this one. I'm not going to start the session tonight. This thing has been running for like 2 hours, and I have I have other things I need to do. But like, if people are interested, consider this like most of a guide to how to make it. But like, this is our little game, our Starforged game, and I should probably come up with a name to call myself. This has been Trey with solo TTRPG adventures. I will see you in the stars.